So, good morning once again to all my dear students. Today, we are starting our chapter in book 1, that is the last function of management, which is controlling. There are 5 functions of management, and to name them from the beginning, I would call Tanya. Tanya, can you name all the 5 functions of management in the order, all the 5 functions of management in the order number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Anybody? Please raise your hand and answer. 5 functions of management. Ramanpreet,
Planning, organizing, staffing, directing and controlling.
okay. Anybody else? Mansa?
Here, sir, here.
This
हाँ
only
बोलो.
planning, organizing, staffing, directing, and controlling.
Yeah, the correct order is important. Order, because they are in a order. First one is planning. After planning, we organize things which are planned already. We organize them. After organizing of material, man, human resource, material, money, everything, we need proper, competent person to do staffing, recruitment and staffing and selection, the process, and train them. After that, there is directing. We just finished. The direction is important. Instruct the employees properly, supervise them, monitor them, motivate them, leadership qualities and skills, and the last, controlling. Because the word itself, controlling itself, is a very impactful, forceful word. Anything uncontrolled, anything controlled is dangerous. Anger, uncontrolled, truck speeding on the highway or the road, driving, that is called restless driving, uncontrolled anger, uncontrolled emotions, uncontrolled anything is dangerous. Therefore, controlling becomes an indispensable part of management. Indispensable means cannot be separated, without which cannot be, it is not possible that an organization is done. It is not possible. It is indispensable, inseparable, inseparable. Without this, you cannot think of management. Controlling is a continuous process. Controlling goes on. It is the last function of management, does not mean that the function of management ends here. It is not so. It continues. The function of management goes on and on. After controlling, we go back again to planning. It is a process, it is a cycle. It is a cycle. Then again, organizing, then again staffing, then again directing, and then finally controlling. So this cycle of different functions of management from planning to controlling will go on and on. This will be a continuous process. which never ends. Controlling takes place at all the levels. Controlling takes place at all the, it does not mean only the top management will do this. The controlling will be done by the top management. No, in the middle level also, in the lower level also, different responsible persons, different heads, different managers will take up this activity of controlling, this function of controlling at their levels, at their levels. Also, controlling will ensure effectiveness and efficiency. It will ensure effectiveness and efficiency because in controlling, it will be monitored, observed. It will be monitored, observed, and evaluation will go on. And the evaluation process will go on, which will tell as to whether the actual performance is same as the desired performance or the planned performance or not. If the actual performance is not according to the planned or desired performance, then the variations will be found out. Variations will be found out by the managers and corrective measures will be taken. Corrective measures will be taken by the department or the management, and those who are not working according to the standards, those who are not working according to the standards will be either penalized or demoted or other punishments. It may be in the monetary form, non-monetary form will be given to them so that they raise their standard and come to the par, So this is the introduction I have given you about controlling, what it is, why it is done, for whom it is, what is the reason that controlling is necessary for the organization, right? It is though the last function of management, it does not mean that it ends here. The management function ends here. It goes on, and it is very, very important. This is the introduction of the chapter. In this chapter, we are going to learn about what is controlling process, what is its meaning, right? What are the features controlling? What is the importance of controlling? Importance. Then, what do you mean? What is the difference? What is the relationship between controlling and planning? You see, controlling and planning. They are telling the relationship or interdependence of planning and controlling. The first function of management and the last function of management, they are related, you see. So it means in between, जो भी तीन बचे हुए function of management है, that is organizing, staffing and directing, they also must be related to these. So all the functions of management are related to one another. They all help one another. They all, complement each other. And then last, the steps in the controlling process. What are the steps in the controlling process? How controlling takes place? We will read about these. So first, to define what is controlling or small definitions or the meaning. Controlling is said to be to determine, controlling means to determine the behavior of supervisor, behavior or through the supervisor, how to bring about the best from the employees or anyone in the organization. How to make them work accordingly. How to make them close to the desired performance, close to the planned performance. What we have planned in the beginning, for what we have made arrangements, staffing, and then direction goes on. If the actual results, the final results are not according to the desired one, then the whole process of management is failing. If we are not able to get the actual result same as we desired or better than that, then there is no need of all these things. So this controlling will ensure that the actual performance comply with the planned performance or the planned or the desired result of the organization, that everything goes as per the plan, everything goes as per the plan. So therefore controlling is there. Even in a cricket match, you see whatever they plan before the match, उसको फील्ड में एग्जीक्यूट करने के लिए, टू एग्जीक्यूट द प्लान ऑन द फील्ड, वी हैव द कैप्टन, we have the vice captain, those who control. When a bowler is giving full toss and full toss and full toss and no balls, the captain will come, the vice captain will come, the players will come and tell him, what are you doing? Control yourself, give proper length balls, otherwise our plan will go waste. Control your emotion, control your action, and ball properly. They are trying to control his emotion, they are trying to control his action, and if he does not do it well, next match he may be out, so that he improves himself, so that next time he does according to the plan. So there must be some corrective measures, there must be some penalties, there must be some actions which can be taken against if you are not performing according to the planned or the desired goal. So features of controlling, or characteristic features or elements of controlling are: number one, controlling is a goal oriented process. Goal oriented, because in controlling we see that all the activities are directed towards a particular goal. If any of the activity is not directed towards a particular goal, that activity is eliminated, deleted. The person is asked to stop there, because every work which is done in the organization should be goal oriented, should be towards the goal of the organization. So it is the duty of the manager to see that the actions are performed according to the desired performance, desired goal, and if anybody does not do it, then the corrective measures should be given to him. Number two, it is a pervasive function. Pervasive, the word you know very well now. Pervasive means applicable everywhere. Pervasive means which is present everywhere, applicable everywhere. So as I told you in the introduction, controlling is a pervasive function of management. It is present everywhere, it is applicable everywhere, and different managers do it according to their rights, according to their responsibilities at different levels. Number third is controlling is a forward-looking function. Controlling is a forward-looking function. Controlling is a forward-looking function means controlling looks towards the organizational goal in future. And it sees that all the plans are executed properly. So it is always looking towards the goal. Also, controlling is backward looking, because we also look back and see whether we are moving in the right direction or not, because we have decided it in the first function of management what would be our future goal. So we also keep looking at back whether we are going towards the right direction as per our plan or not. So controlling is both forward looking as well as backward looking function of management. Forward looking as well as backward looking function of management. The next is, it is not the last function of management. It is a continuous function. It is a, never ending function. Does not assume it to be the last, because it is a cycle. It is a cycle. After it, again, we will start planning for the next. After this, again, we will start thinking about the new venture, right? So it is very, very important that the controlling is done properly. If it is done properly, it is sure that the actual performance on a particular day is always according to the planned or the desired performance. So this is what controlling means. This is what is the concept of controlling. This is what are the important features of controlling. Anybody want to ask any question or raise any question? Please feel free to ask after raising your hand. I want to take the picture by the time. Ask your problem. All those who are not in uniform tomorrow onwards, please. Again, I am telling you, take a note of it. Arrange the uniform and the school uniform, not any. School uniform all the time is shirts and suits, pant shirts and tie, and suits for the girls, not track suits. Tomorrow onwards, today I give you one exemption. Tomorrow onwards, please take note of it, that everybody should be in the school uniform. Practice,
Sir, excuse me.
practice of giving tests every day. As I told you, be away from the camera, keep notebook, and because when the test will be conducted, it will be conducted in a similar way. You all will be giving the test in front of me. I will be recording it, watching you all the time, and immediately after the test, within 2 minutes, you will submit the test paper online, means via WhatsApp picture or image within 1 minute. So make a habit of doing it. Make a habit of keeping yourself in proper condition. Who was that? Somebody asking something?
Yes.
Yes.
So the feature, it seeks planned results.
Who is asking?
Mansha.
हाँ मनसा बोलो, जोर से बोलो.
Sir, it seeks planned results.
Seeks means it looks that the results, actual performance, जो हम बार बार वर्ड यूज कर रहे हैं ना, actual performance, जो भी actual performance और the output है और the result है, that should be same as we have planned in the beginning. So it seeks means looks forward for the planned result. आपने प्लान किया ना कि in 12th I will score 90 plus. This is you have planned, and for that you must have organized many things. Organized means arranged books, notebooks, and online schooling class, this and that. So many things you have organized, and then you are executing. You are giving 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours daily, working on numericals, working on theory, and then somebody is directing also. Somebody must be giving you direction, and somebody must be controlling, like teachers control. I am telling you to be in the dress. It is also a part of controlling. I am telling you to do things in a certain way. Why? Because I have a plan in the mind. I have a goal in the mind, and I am trying to take you all to that particular goal. And to take you to that particular goal, there must be a proper direction. There must be a proper way. There must be, discipline. There must be discipline. There must be rule to be followed. There must be different regulations. Then only that particular goal can be achieved, which we have planned, which I have planned for you. That goal can be achieved only when you all comply, work accordingly, go in a proper direction, and different corrective measures where you do not perform well. This test which we are going to have next week, this test is an example. If there will be some shortcomings, then you will be told, oh, you have to improve on this particular field, you have to work harder in this particular area. So they will be the corrective measures, because we will get the feedback. Teachers will get the feedback as to how much my students have understood and how much they are able to recall, retrieve, and present in the question, in the exam. This will be a small test. Then there will be even bigger tests. Then there will be even bigger. Then there will be a test of 3 hours, that what we call terminal exams. Then there will be pre-boards. Then all these, why? To take you to the goal, to take you to the results, good results of board exam. So this is the controlling process. This is what the teachers are doing. This is a part of controlling, to keep everything in a systematic order. Therefore, the rules and regulations are made for everyone same. It is not that the rule is different for Jasmine, the rule is different for Dhruv, this rule is different for say Ria, and this rule is applicable to Yuvraj, and this rule is applicable to Ujjwal, which is not applicable to Kasis. It is not so. This is the rule to be followed by all. So that brings uniformity. That brings discipline. That brings one, that gives one direction. Everyone thinks in the same line. So it is very important. Number next is importance of controlling, and features or objectives are similar as I told you. It is accomplishment of organizational goal. It is the importance. If controlling is done properly, it is sure that the organizational goal will be achieved, because everything will fall in line. Everything will be done in a prescribed way, in a prescribed manner, in a systematic order. Number 2, it judges the accuracy of standards. Controlling judges the accuracy of standards. Whatever standards are set, right? एक standard set किया जाता ना. All the branded items you see, you can believe. जैसे कहते हैं ना, eyes closed, and you can believe that the particular item is okay. The branded item will be okay. Why? Because this is the goodwill. This is the reputation that brand has acquired. Why? Because they control each and everything. Even a slightest of सुई की नोक के बराबर भी, head of the needle, अगर उसमें जरा सी भी कोई कमी होगी तो वो उस पीस को क्या कर देंगे? रिजेक्ट कर देंगे. No, they control things up to that level, up to that precise point. They don't compromise on quality, on standard. So if the controlling is proper and accurate, it is very much sure that the standard will be maintained. Accuracy of standard will be 100%, even more than that. Number 3 is efficient use of resources. Each and every resource is utilized to its maximum utilization. Nothing goes waste. Manpower, material, money, nothing goes waste. Each and everything is, utilized to the best, in the best possible way. In the best possible way. Number next is it improves employees' motivation. Employees are highly motivated. because they know that they are being observed, they are being monitored, they are being checked all the time. You know, these days all cameras are there to monitor each and every activity. All the time they are on surveillance, and this gives a positive impact. If there are some deviations, variations, negative deviations, they are corrected, they are told. We learned about motion study, we learned about time study, we learned about fatigue study, we learned about different, what are those studies, what those studies tell. Those studies help the employees to improve themselves, to raise their standard, to work according to the needs and requirements of the organization, so that the organizational goal is achieved. And if one gets all these positive feedbacks, motivation, good leadership is there, coordination is there, then the person feels highly motivated. He is willing to work for the organization. Number next, it ensures order and discipline in the organization. Coordination ensures order and discipline in the organization. Of course, when everything is controlled properly, there will be always order and discipline. Order, you understand, everything at right place at right time, right? And discipline, you understand, discipline is a wide term. Discipline in each and every activity, discipline in each and every. So see, even the uniform is part of discipline. Uniform is part of discipline. Being on time is part of discipline. Sitting properly is part of discipline. Talking to the other person in a desired way, desired manner, proper way is also part of discipline. How you smile, how you walk, how you talk, how you eat, right? Everything is part of discipline. How you present yourself to other person, how you follow the instructions given to you, how honest you are when somebody gives you some important work, or trust, have faith in you, then how honest you are to him, to yourself, is also a part of discipline. So all these things, if done properly, if the controlling is done properly, then it makes the employees, everyone in the organization, very sincere, hardworking, disciplined, and orderly way, in an orderly way. Also, it facilitates coordination. It facilitates coordination. Coordination amongst the employees comes, it's an inner urge to coordinate. Coordinate and cooperation is different. Cooperation and coordination, I have explained you in the first chapter also, that there is difference between cooperation and coordination. Coordination comes when you are willing to, in a game of badminton. You must have seen how the person the players help one another. They don't cooperate, they coordinate with each other. In a group of orchestra, you see, everyone coordinates with one another, coordinates. The flute, the tabla, the harmonium, the casio, the saxophone, the trumpet, they all coordinate with one another. Where one is required, there only they play. If you are not required anywhere, you will step back, you will stop. That is called coordination. Where you are needed, by yourself, other person will not hint you, will not wink at you. You will by yourself understand the importance, the need, the situation, and be present there. That is called coordination. And it comes with proper controlling, it comes with proper discipline, it comes with orderliness in oneself. So my dear student, that is all for today. The chapter is a small chapter. It is a small chapter. We will be able to finish it within this week only. It is a very small chapter, just like planning. And there are not many topics. Today we have done the concept, meaning, features and importance of controlling. And thank God to the technology. Now we have all the classes recorded. You can listen to the lecture. You can listen to the explanation anytime in the channel. Also, please, those who have not subscribed the channel yet, you please subscribe. I hope you know the name. I will ask the name from Jasmine. What is the name of the channel? Audio.
Sir, Manish Thapa 1006.
Oh, it means he has used it sometimes. Very good.
I have subscribed it.
Anybody else? Dhruv?
Yes, sir.
Have you subscribed the channel and you are using it, watching it?
Yes, sir.
Very good. So even if you don't subscribe, no problem. But please watch, and use it for your interest, for your best. And because lectures are recorded, classes are recorded. Watch it any time. Read the book, go through the chapter, go through the explanation again, listen to it again, and use your own words also to explain when you go for note making. Your note making should be only 50% of what is given in the book, right? All the topics should be covered, but the length should be only 50%. And assignment today I will send you the assignment of chapter number 7. I will send you. And if you want to ask anything from chapter number 5 and 6, organizing and staffing, you can also find. Also, the staffing chapter is there in the YouTube. Full chapter explanation is there in the YouTube in different parts. Directing one, not directing. Which one? Staffing. Staffing part 1, part 2, part 3, up to part 7. All the topics are explained. So if you want, you can go and listen to the explanation there. Once again, thank you all. And all those who are in the dress, I am very glad to see you. Very good that you are following the rules. All those who are not, please do the needful from tomorrow. And very good, Medhavi is now regular. And Rishabh is now regular. Very good, Rishabh. Keep it up. And Yuvraj is regular. Tanya is also regular, getting regular. Some of the students are not regular, on and off. So I want to make you sure they will get the same type of result later on. Thank you, all of you, and take very good care of yourselves.
Thank you, sir. Bye,